Alright guys, welcome back. It's good to see everybody again. Still reeling from our depression from losing the dog, but that's how it goes. We got our farms up and running last time, so we have enough food to hopefully get us through the winter. We look at our top left here. Summertime is about halfway through, and we'll hit our fall, autumn, fall into the winter time frames. We want to make sure we have our clothes ready and everything is nice and tidy there. We'll probably want to work our way through some heating elements to maintain the temperature in here. We could talk about these once winter gets closer and what their functions are and how they operate, etc. But in the meantime, we're going to let everybody get through the night here, finish the night up, and continue to grind it out on our quest for sentience. Sentence? Wow. Language? Reading? Hard. Sentience for hope. Connor's, let's check on everybody real quick. We'll slow it down. So Hope's doing okay. She's relatively happy. Got to get her doing some other things, but looks like there's no issues there. Connor still has some pain. He's got his vision implant going on there. Emlyn has some mild pain. She's got a painful scar. Life is hard. And Melody. Oh, Melody, perfectly fine. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. We'll check our research. Finish our coffee. Knock out the energy grids. And into our music instruments. And then we'll reassess where we're at from there. We want to probably work into the spaceship deconstruction portion. And then that should be fine. I think we did get brick rooms already. No, we did not. Okay. So we'll want to try to get brick rooms, but I think we need to get a couple other things taken care of before we reach that point. I think once we get brick, we'll move up the hill and we can start laying our new place to live up here. We'll probably cut some of these trees back, generate ourselves a nice killing field. As much as I would love for Melody to continue that research, I think we need to scavenge these guys before they deteriorate and are no longer accessible. So Melody will do that. Emily continue harvesting those. I believe we have our drying rack. Okay, yes. Drying out our smoke leaf, aka the tobackies. And we can go ahead and demolish these things. Hotkey for that is X, so we can remove them without having to go through all the clicking. And I think we're going to get a little bit ahead of ourselves here. And maybe start working on some of our fortifications. I think what we'll do is, this looks like a good enough spot to start. And we'll just start with a basic 20 length. We can actually, I think what we'll do we'll make a nice big compound. I want a massive compound for us. If we're going to be here for a while, we might as well live in comfort. We have a lot of resources up here that we can research through. The pointy red plant we still have to research. The squash-like plant we still have to research. We got some evil critters up here. Spike-tailed insects. They look pretty gnarly. It might cause some problems for us. But hopefully if we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. For now, right? So, yeah. I think this is a decent spot for us. It looks like there's a lot of resources for us to work through up here. And as our survivors continue on, we'll speed it up a bit. We still need stone. I think Connor, once you're done constructing there, man, we got to get you on some of this stone. Let you knock that out. So, just a brief overview around here. I think stone may be one of our issues if we really want to go down that path of building types. Because I do not see a lot of it. And unfortunately, they don't have mines, per se, so we can only really get away with scooping up the loose stone that's around. We should have enough, though, to make enough furnaces, and once we get the furnaces rolling, we can start transforming some of our scrap metals and some other objects into, hopefully, brick. But summer is still rocking. A little warm outside, not too bad. We do inventory check on our wardrobe. So Hope has made us some coats and a couple pairs of pants, well, one pair of pants and some boots. And we seem to be short some materials for this. And we are short on leather, so we will probably want to... Another issue to address, the struggles of starting off early. But that's okay. Survivors continue on. Connor going up here to finish this portion. But I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Staying busy and hopefully out of trouble. You know, for those that are struggling through it, keep on grinding, keep the head down, keep on grinding. It gets better in due time, right? Alright, so Connor's finished that up. So I think we're going to manually tell him to start chopping the rocks, Connor. No, Connor. Listen. I know you're the big burly man, but you got to listen. Hope, I appreciate your transporting, but I think we're okay on wood for now. Once you put that in there, I want you to get over here. And start sewing away. Go make some trousers. Connor hacking away at the rocks. Be miserable with that little pick, but desperate times, desperate measures? Question mark. Chop, chop. Emlyn, how you doing? Doing good? Alright. Melody still researching away. We're on musical instruments now. Good for you. Good for you. And as much as I don't want to burn that much time, I think we'll just have you knock out a couple small things. Just keep the research going just to get them off our list here. This is probably 6 hours worth of wasted time for her, but we're here. We might as well do it. We could do diesel generators. The only thing I don't like about that is fuel goes quick, and we want to conserve our fuel because we don't have fuel mixing necessarily produced yet. We should be getting close. I mean, we might go down that path at some point as we progress, because energy is going to be important. We're going to probably have to utilize every source. I'm not sure how far it's going to go, but we can knock out one of those. We could start turning some of this grain into something useful. And then we'll go to our fermentation barrels. We do want some antibiotics. We're just going to do this until 10 on these two. So what we've done here is we have maintained these two barrels to consistently produce antibiotics until we have 10 in inventory. We'll probably bump that number up, but I just want to keep things somewhat minimal for now. There's mirror functions, so if we click on this, we hit mirror, select this one, and we mirror into that one. Did that function for us? Boom. Okay. Did it work? Alright, no. I think we have to turn that off. So what if we go this route? We want to mirror this one. And it has done that. Okay, so let's try it this way just to make sure that is how that functions. So we hit mirror for this one, and we click this one. And it is mirroring it. Okay. Alright. So now it looks like these two devices, or these two fermentation barrels, are connected to this, the primary one. So anything that we tell this one to do, these will mirror, now that these are all grayed out. So just for funsies, let's crank that up to 25. We'll just crank it up to 40. Why not? Why not? Because we have 3 barrels. We're going to produce a few for each one. This is a crafting skill, so Hope, unfortunately, is tied up. Connor's doing what Connor does. Emily's still crushing away at that, and Melody's still doing research. So when these survivors free up, they may go craft those items. Or what we'll do is, since Hope's finished here, once she's done, we'll click on her and we'll tell her to ferment the antibiotics. We'll make her go through. As we goes in here, bloop, done. Now the rest of these technically should mirror if she's freed up, but we only told her to do that one task for now. She's transporting some sticks. Is she making our straw hats? I don't know. No, can't be the straw hats. What is she bringing sticks in for? The wall torch? The wall torch. Okay. Alright. Makes sense. Well, Melody, I understand you're bored, but why don't you... Or Emmeline. How about Emmeline? How about you knock out some grain porridge for us? Let's check that out. Everybody's just eating berries. Plain old berries. You're a pretty slow cook. It's a good thing we're not starving. Yummy. Okay, we made 2. Very good. But I guess sleep is more important, which makes sense. Alright. Hope, what are you up to? Chugging along. Transporting away. get through the night, and we'll see where we're at. We do have some stone now, so I think one of the important things that we're going to want to do is we could start our furnaces up. It's always nice to have them near your resource stockpiles for the items that are going to be used. So we can shift click. We're going to do the 5 for now, just to have them ready to go. One of the important things as we play is we want to kind of go for efficiency with our crafting placements, our building placements, things of that nature. Time is important, obviously. We want to be able to get stuff done as quickly as possible. And Connor's having a risk of a meltdown. What is Connor's problem? He doesn't have fun things to do. Well, let's see if we can address that. His favorite activity is playing darts, so maybe we can build him a dartboard. We sure can. We'll go ahead and place it right there. He can stop that. Since you're in a bad mood, Connor, we're going to let you construct that dartboard. Alright, so let's take a look at our furnaces now. Alright, so what we're going to do, I think we'll do the same thing as we did before. We are going to mirror that guy. We're going to mirror that guy. We're going to mirror that guy. And we're going to mirror that guy. So technically all 5 of these now will follow this guy's recipe. And what we want to do is we just want to keep baking bricks. We'll just let that ride. I'm not too worried about that. The metal alloys at this time. I think we have enough to kind of get us through. And now we have some musical instruments. We've got a handpan. Just looks like a drum set. And then a ding-a-lang. No. A didgeridoo. Well, alright. Didgeridoo. Looks like some sort of mouth instrument. I don't know. Or maybe it's like a standing guitar. We'll build them both. In due time, I want to get everything caught up. We still have priorities. Winter time is approaching. Connor taking care of the bricks. Good. And we're just going to let the brick baking ride for a little bit. I probably want to knock out some bushes at some point. So we've researched our solar panels. Okay, good. Solar panels will generate electricity during the day. So which means at nighttime they don't function. But I think we can cover that with some windmills. And then we'll plan some new research to knock out. So we can do improved solar cells. So these, like we talked in the very beginning in our first episode when we went through, these breakthroughs typically are the result of a survivor's hidden trait per se. I don't know which one of our survivors this belongs to. I'm not sure. I generally don't know if that is explained anywhere. I don't believe it's Connor, but it might be. I'm not 100% sure, so don't take my word for that. I wish I could give you the answer. If you know, if you guys know that, I mean, obviously we could wiki it, but if you guys know that, leave a comment. Let me know if there's a way we could tell that. But some of the other playthroughs I've done, that breakthrough options had altered, or there was different ones for different playthroughs. Again, maybe it's a character thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a RNG. But I think what we're going to do is, that's a long train. We're going to hold off on that. We want to be able to store our energy first. So we're going to go with the battery banks, energy storage. To efficiently store electricity, one needs a bucket of acids and some metal sheets. We just need to design something more advanced and significantly bigger than that and call it a battery. We can use an automated battery sensor to monitor the power charge of the grid and trigger smart devices when it's low or high. We may look into that too. It's one of those mechanics I struggle with a little bit, is trying to do power grids and energy grids. It's more of a micromanaged thing that I just never really got into, but I think if we do well, maybe we can try to play with that and make life a little more efficient for us. But we will continue on. Hope, what are you doing? You're still out here transporting? I don't even know where you got that from. Don't even know where you got that from. As you can hear, the youngsters are in the background screaming at one another. The joys of children. The joys of children. No, I'm just kidding. I would never want to change it for the world. They are a blessing, a curse, a gift. They're a slurry of emotions, but they are, at the end of the day, amazing because they are you. And what's the point, right? Alright, so we have a small problem. We have a new search party. Let's take a look at these guys. See some more crossbow guys. Crossbows hurt, but I think we can handle it. So, Connor, you ain't busy, brother. Let's go to work. I'm a fan of drafting and manually controlling these guys. You can pick and choose your targets. This ranged guy, it's kind of a pain, but once Connor gets up here, we can engage. You can also kite, which is kind of nice. For anybody who's played other games, cutting the enemy out, you know, take a couple pop shots, and while they're trying to aim their shots, you start running away. It does create a little distance for you, so we'll get probably about here to reach our max range, and we'll pop a shot or two off at him, and then we're going to run, because Connor got hit. Pop one and run. Connor, you're slacking, buddy. There you go. Good job. See if you get 2 shots off at least. Oh no, Connor's not doing well. Some misclicks there. I think we just have to stand and fight. Alright, we're gonna draft him. He's got to get back and get healed up. Hopefully, our group healer here can do her thing. Melody, you're gonna have to treat Connor whenever he gets back into town. And we'll queue these guys up for salvage. It's gonna get gradually harder, so we're really gonna need to work on getting some better weaponry, maybe some defenses. Hope is transporting galactic credits, whatever they're called. Basically the money. Not really sure what that's going to do for us since we're not a trading post, but that's okay. Go ahead and put that in there. Connor, come on, buddy. I believe in you. Get back in there. Melody, you got to start healing there, sunshine. Why are you struggling? Yeah, get over there. Fix him up. Fix him up. You're the boss. He's not doing well. We want to be able to save him. If we look, he's got some serious problems going on. He is bleeding profusely. And he's losing 12 per hour, so you got to fix him up quickly. It's going to be close. Hopefully she can stop it. Alright, I think she may have it under control. Thankfully she's a good healer. And now Connor he's just going to be hanging for a little bit, I think. Still shows the bleeding, but our bleeding has stopped and his health is regenerating, but he is hurt. He is hurt. And unfortunately we don't have any healing balm or anything of that nature to make him feel better, because we did not harvest any glitter caps. But what we can do, we can try to craft a smoke leaf pipe for him. So we're going to go ahead and craft these until there's, let's just say 10, so we have them. And maybe once he comes around, he'll feel better. We'll have Hope stop the transporting and she can go ahead and she can start crafting the pipes. Alright, so energy storage is complete. No research is queued, which is fine. Now Melody can go about doing some additional tasks. She is good at intellect, so obviously she did our research, she did our healing. She's okay at farming, but maybe we'll get her into cooking. So let's go ahead. And Melody, we want to make sure that you're doing some cooking for us. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do for you. We want to get you to be able to have some good food and make the survivors happy. It ain't much, grain porridge, it ain't much, but we've got to start somewhere. Our brick baking is a little slow right now. Definitely need to work on that. Connor's starving over here. But his health is coming back, which is good. Just double check our researches. Maybe there's something we can do to help us. Leather armor probably wouldn't be terrible. We should probably work on some sort of protection. $5 days for turrets. Wow. Could be a problem. Could be a problem. These luxuries, I don't think we're going to go down that path just yet. I think what we really ought to do is let's work on this. And then we're going to need some leather from our skin bark here, so we'll go ahead and just make a nice big field of that. And we're going to go with a bigger field. Skin bark is a larger plant, so we want to make sure we have at least an abundance of it. Storage shelves are getting full, like really full. My goodness. Let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and crank out a bunch of oil. We can use it for a lot of things, so Hope is still transporting away. I think we're gonna turn her off of transport for now, or at least turn it down. We want her to craft. So Hope, let's go ahead and have you handle. Deliver doesn't need to be that important, and craft. And because our storage space is getting a little cramped, we can go ahead. I think we'll add a few more shelves in here. Yeah, a few more to get us through. This is basically going to be a big shed until we get everything taken care of. Connor's back on his feet almost. Almost. He's getting there. He is getting there. Hopefully when he gets up, he gets a snack. No, he's going to construct a shelf. Okay. Is he not hungry? He's not hungry. Somebody must have fed him. So your survivors can actually feed sick patients if they're starving. It's a pretty cool little feature that can help each other out. Good to see Hope is going to town here, taking care of some of these things. Connor, good, doing what he needs to do. Bricks are still working their way through. Connor's not very happy. I think we'll cut him some slack today. We'll let him play some darts. We'll manually pull him off because he's getting worked. He's definitely getting worked. Is our veggie leather field doing good? Hemlin, you still planting? Okay. I think because of where we're at, I'm going to tell you to stop and go ahead and plant this skin bark. I think we have enough grain cob for a little while. 2,300, yeah, we have quite a bit. Yeah, so see, each plant takes up a pretty large area, so we want a bigger field. Looks like we're getting 10 skin bark per plant once they mature. Maybe we'll get about 180, 190, something like that. 1, 2, 3. 150. Probably about 150 is what I think we're going to get. Some spare parts. We're going to need more electronic parts for our energy grid. We should be able to find more of them once we start deconstructing more of these spaceship pieces, which we'll probably really get into here soon. Dog is starving again. Oh boy. See if we could deal with that in the morning before this dog goes wild and we got to put it down. We've really neglected the dogs and I feel terrible about it. It might have been a better choice to not get them early on. We're trying to manage everything else, but it was worth a shot. Try to save it though. Try to make it happy. We have some old equipment. Okay, so as we talked before, Hope was making our gear for us. Shirt's getting a little wore out. We've got coats. So one thing we didn't do, we didn't add shirts. So we could do t-shirts. I think we'll do t-shirts. And that'll just be one of those things when we get to it, we get to it. Meteor rain. Oh boy. Let's see. During this disaster, metal-containing meteors fall to the ground, dealing damage in the blast areas. I think the best thing we could do for that then is Connor. Let's go ahead and get you in here. Let's have you play a little more darts, because we want to get you out of there. Oh, more spaceship parts are falling. Okay. Looks like we had one here, a new one. Maybe that's our meteor shower spaceships. Melody, I want to take you off of this for a minute. I want to get up here and salvage these guys. Yeah. And I think what we'll do now is let's survey our area before we decide. So we want to build our brick house, and the reason we're building a brick one is it has a lot of integrity, which makes it a very sturdy structure. It may not be as sturdy as a concrete or the carbon fiber, but resource-wise, bricks we can produce a good amount of. So I think what we'll do is I kind of want to build something a little elaborate up here. So I think we're just going to build it in different sections. We're going to start with, I think, it's a lot of bricks for us. We're only going to go for, I think we're going to make this just the living quarters for now. So if we go 6 by 16, it's still a lot of bricks, but we're gonna need the space. Okay, so we'll go 6 by 16. Nah, we'll give it a 7 by 16, and we'll place a door on this side. And now that that's down, we can also go ahead and do a little bit of interior design. I think we'll go with wood plank interiors. So if we're going to do bedrooms, let's get everybody their own room. So we'll do a 4 by 3 bedroom for each one. So they could potentially get a bonus for a larger bedroom, which makes them happy. We'll see. So there's one room there. One room there. One room there. And in case we find additional survivors, we're going to go ahead and add one there. So there's going to be a method to our madness here. If we could make this our bunkhouse, I think what we could do is we can also try to facilitate additional structures. Just for example, say we go ahead and we do this, we can actually connect these as kind of additions. So if we're going to go around, we can go there. The other thing that we can do is we can also go up a level, and we can build a second floor if we really wanted to get fancy, which may be something we do. I think though what we're really gonna focus on is we're gonna get this first structure up, and then we can revisit and redesign as we go on. But I think that about wraps it up for this one. We've got our foundation laid out for the bricks. We will continue to develop this area up here. Hopefully we can also manage to maintain our starting area, and hopefully we don't run into any issues. No ailments, no winters coming up on us. I look forward to that with you guys. We'll struggle through that together. But if you like the episode, please make sure you guys hit that like button. Leave a comment for sure. I'm definitely trying to interact with all of you. Subscribe for more. I want to be able to keep doing this. Maybe visit some other games as time goes on. And yeah, until next time, guys. I appreciate you. See ya.